Emma, how's Hannah doing? She's had lunch, right? I keep thinking about her during work.
Yes, she ate and just went down for a nap. She really liked the apple slices he bought.
That's good. Did she eat all of them?
Most of them. She's actually been asking for more fruit lately.
I'm on my break and was worried about Hannah. Does she need anything? I can pick stuff up on my way home.
Hannah's been good today. She's so well behaved for a 3-year-old. Though she did ask when her mom was coming again.
That's good. I was worried when my sister asked us to watch her, but sounds like everything's fine. Just tell her Mom's busy with work.
I did, but she keeps asking. Josh, she's been asking every day this week.
She'll get used to it. Kids are adaptable.
Hannah is a good kid, very well behaved and low maintenance for her age. But when is this going to end?
If she's being good, what's the problem?
She cried for an hour yesterday, calling for her mom.
Did you try distracting her with toys?
Of course I did. That's not the point. There are nothing but problems. It's been almost a month since we started watching her. Even if it's your sister asking, there should be limits.
What do you mean limits? Don't tell me you don't want to watch her anymore.
It's not about not wanting to watch her. It's about how long this has gone on. I didn't agree to this becoming indefinite.
You said it was fine when we first discussed it. Don't complain now. You know my sister's situation. Divorced, just moved back from overseas, busy with her job. You've heard this all from me before.
That was when you said it would be for 2 weeks. It's been a month now.
That's exactly why we need to help with Hannah. My sister can't focus on childcare right now. That's why I'm helping as her brother.
Helping? All you do is drop her off and pick her up once a week. And lately, you haven't even been doing that.
Can't be helped. Unlike you, I work outside the home. You work from home, so it's different. You're just sitting at your computer all day anyway.
I understand that, but I have work too. I can't spend most of my day on childcare. I'm already doing all the housework, and I'm sorry, but I'm reaching my limit with your sister's situation.
You always act like you have it so hard, but you're just working from home. My sister has it much harder than you do.
What do you mean, just? Is working outside the home that much more impressive? Do you think my deadlines just disappear because I'm at home?
Of course it is. My sister and I have it much harder than you. Don't you want to help make things easier for us? You don't have to commute or deal with office politics.
That's completely different. I hate to bring this up, but my just working from home job pays about the same as yours.
Hey, you don't need to bring that up again. Money isn't everything.
You're right. That was harsh. I'm sorry. But I'm at my limit here. I'm not saying we can't watch her at all, but can't we figure something else out? Maybe we could split the child care with your sister.
Don't complain to me. If there's a problem, talk to my sister. You know I don't have her contact info. I don't even know where she lives now.
If it's hard for you to talk to her, I can do it. Do you know the best way for me to contact her?
You're working from home, so you should have plenty of time. Instead of complaining, just take care of Hannah properly. Stop trying to change the subject. Why are you so eager to talk to my sister? Are you trying to cause problems between us? I'm just thinking about my sister. Look, how are you going to handle this when we have our own kids? This situation will continue. Don't complain about something this minor.
Hannah isn't even my child. It's not normal for her mother to only see her once a week. And lately, not even that.
This is just how things are right now. Stop saying weird things. I'm busy with work.
Hey, we're not done talking. Why are you trying to end this conversation? Josh?
You're so annoying. You're making me miss my break. I'm leaving this to you, so handle it yourself instead of complaining to me. Bye.
We need to talk about this when you get home. Josh? Josh, aren't you coming home yet? Isn't Hannah supposed to go home today? She's asking about dinner. It's getting late.
I have overtime, so I can't make it. Like last week, just keep watching her.
This is the third time this month. You said you'd be home early today.
Work is work, can't be helped.
Don't you think this is weird? What does your sister say about this? Does she know you keep canceling?
She says she trusts you with Hannah, so there's no problem. You're good with kids anyway.
That's not right. Wasn't the deal that your sister would watch Hannah on weekends? But this keeps happening. Doesn't she care? When was the last time you actually talked to her?
Like I said, I'm busy with work, so this can't be helped. My sister is being understanding about our situation, so your complaints won't change anything.
Understanding? She hasn't even called to check on Hannah. Not once this week.
She's busy too. Stop making everything complicated.
If you're busy with overtime, why can't your sister come pick her up? Why doesn't she? This is her daughter we're talking about. Doesn't she miss her own child?
I told you she's busy too. Try to understand. Why are you making such a big deal about this?
No, I don't understand. I can't understand a mother who would abandon her child like this and be okay with it. Hannah cried herself to sleep last night, calling for her mama.
Watch what you say about my sister. She's not doing this because she wants to. That's really disrespectful. You don't know anything about her situation.
If she's not doing it because she wants to, that makes it worse. I'm not saying she needs to be with her 24/7, but wouldn't a mother want to see her daughter at least once a week? Isn't that what being a mother means? Even a phone call would be something.
What do you... Someone who's never been a mother has no right to talk. Watch your mouth. You're getting too involved.
You're right. I've never been a mother. Honestly, I don't know how hard things are for your sister. I might not understand how she feels right now. But I do know what it's like to care for a child who misses their mother.
Then keep your mouth shut. Don't act all high and mighty when you don't know anything. You're just temporary child care.
I might not understand your sister or a mother's feelings, but I understand Hannah's feelings. I've spent enough time with her to know that. I'm the one who holds her when she cries. I'm the one who explains why Mommy isn't here.
Hannah's feelings? She's only 3. She's not thinking anything. Kids that age forget easily.
That shows how little you've been around. When was the last time you spent more than 10 minutes with her?
I'm working to support everyone. That's what matters.
Of course you'd think that since you haven't done anything since we started watching her. But I know how Hannah cries calling for her mama. There's no good reason to ignore those feelings. She keeps asking if she did something wrong. If that's why her mama doesn't want to see her.
I told you there were circumstances. Stop trying to make me feel guilty.
There are limits to what circumstances can excuse. I really can't see your sister as a proper mother, using work as an excuse to neglect Hannah. Both you and your sister are wrong. A child needs more than just financial support.
Do whatever you want. I'm busy with work. I don't have time for your selfishness. We can talk about this later.
Fine, I will. So give me your sister's contact info. I want to talk to her directly.
No way! I don't see any problems with the current situation. I'm planning to stay at the office for a while, so figure it out yourself.
Josh, you can't keep avoiding this conversation. Mom, I'm sorry to bother you, but I have a favor to ask. Are you free to talk? Oh, Emma, what's wrong? Did something happen? Of course I'm free for you. Could you give me your daughter's contact information? I really need to talk to her about Hannah. I can't keep watching her child every day anymore. I've been trying to reach her through Josh, but... Huh? My daughter is overseas with her children. And Hannah, that's not my granddaughter's name. What child are you watching? Do you know, Hannah, the 3-year-old we're watching, you really don't know about her? Josh said his sister asked us to watch her. No, my daughter hasn't told me anything about this. What's going on? This is the first I'm hearing about any of this. I see. So that's how it is. Things are finally making sense. I've had suspicions for a while. Don't just figure things out on your own. Explain what's happening. I don't understand any of this. When did this start? I'm sorry. I got ahead of myself. We've been watching a child at our house for about 2 months. Josh brought her one day saying his sister needed help. 2 months? You've been watching someone that long? I can't imagine my daughter doing something like that. And this is Hannah? Has Josh been in contact with his sister? Yes, Josh told me she was your daughter's child. I knew your daughter had children, but had never met them since they lived overseas. He said she had divorced and moved back here. That she needed help getting back on her feet. That's not true at all. She's still happily married. I just spoke to her last week. She's doing fine in Singapore. I thought so. I've tried several times to contact her about this situation, but Josh always refused. Unfortunately, I don't have her contact information, so I couldn't do anything. He always had excuses about why I couldn't talk to her. I think I understand the situation. So you wanted to ask me for her contact information? To confirm what Josh has been saying. Yes, it's clear Josh has been lying. If I have proof of that, I can take action. I need to protect Hannah. I understand. I'll give you her contact information later. Let me know if you need anything else. I'll help you. No child should be in this situation. Are you sure? I know this isn't pleasant, but Josh might lose his position over this. I don't want to cause problems for the family. Just hearing about this, it's clear what Josh is doing isn't right. A mystery child and my son's suspicious behavior. Sometimes being family means holding each other accountable. Then that's how it will be. When you married Josh, I started thinking of you as my real daughter. If my daughter is suffering because of my son, then as a mother, I'll scold my son to help my daughter. You're doing the right thing, Emma. Mom, I was so worried about coming to you with this. No need to thank me. I'm just doing what any mother would do. Do what you think is right, Emma. Just make sure you won't regret it. I'll send you my daughter's contact information now. And Emma, thank you for being there for Hannah. I will. Thank you for understanding. Keep me updated about what happens. I'm here if you need anything. Josh, I just talked to your sister, so tell me, who are Hannah's real parents? I know you're reading these messages.
You talked to my sister? How? You don't have her contact info. You're bluffing.
Your mom gave it to me. When I explained the situation, she gave it to me right away. Your sister is still in Singapore, isn't she? She's not your sister's daughter, is she?
Oh, Mom, I completely forgot about her. Of course you could get it from her. So this is about Hannah's parents? I guess there's no point hiding it anymore.
How long were you planning to keep this lie going?
So you found out. Well, I figured this would happen eventually. It was about time anyway. You were getting too nosy.
Why are you acting so casual? Do you understand what you've done? You made me lie to a child for months.
I do understand. I always knew this would happen eventually, so I won't make excuses now. It wasn't supposed to go on this long.
Fine, then tell me about Hannah's parents. Who is her mother?
It's not that complicated. You probably already figured it out anyway. You're smart enough to piece it together.
Even if I have, I want to hear it from you, as your wife. You owe me that much.
Fine, I'll tell you. Hannah is my mistress's daughter. We left her with you because she was in the way of our meetings. Happy now? There's your truth.
So all that recent overtime was for this, too? All those late nights?
You already know, so why ask? Yeah, I'm staying at her place now. Been there all week, actually.
I see. And Hannah's mother agreed to this?
You're surprisingly calm. I thought you'd be angrier since you seemed attached to Hannah. Or maybe you weren't as attached as I thought. Thought you'd be throwing a fit by now.
I'm just too tired to be angry. What you both did is so far beyond wrong, as parents and as adults. I'd just be wasting energy being angry at people like you. I'm saving my energy for what comes next.
Stop acting tough. And what do you mean, what comes next?
I'm not acting tough, but whatever. You know what this means. We're getting divorced. Of course, I'll be asking for compensation, too. My lawyer will contact you tomorrow.
Oh, I see. So that's your goal. Divorce and settlement money. Fine, I'll pay whatever that amount is. You're not as noble as you pretend to be.
Good. Then I'll give you the divorce papers next time you come home. Just sign them quietly, and that'll be it. And we need to discuss Hannah's situation.
Got it. Then I'll take Hannah back too. That'll end our relationship. That work for you? Her mother misses her anyway.
What are you talking about? I'm not giving Hannah back. Not to people who would abandon her like this.
What? You're the one talking crazy now. Hannah's mother is here. Plus, I'm gonna marry her after our divorce. That means I'll be Hannah's father. You have no right to keep her.
Hannah's mother? Don't make me laugh. A woman who neglects her daughter for a man isn't a mother. And, of course, I won't accept you claiming to be a parent either. When was the last time either of you asked about her well-being?
You're talking nonsense. You might feel sorry for Hannah, but this won't work. Don't you understand? You're just the babysitter.
Why won't it work? Explain it to me.
Look, it's normal for a child to go back to their parents. If you try to stop that, you're the one with the problem. Want to get arrested? I'll call the police right now.
What an unfunny joke, says the person who's about to get arrested. Go ahead, call them.
What? What do you mean? What are you planning?
How long do you think it's been since you left Hannah with us and stopped coming to see her? All that time you abandoned your childcare duties while enjoying your affair. Generally speaking, that's called abandonment. I've documented everything.
I didn't abandon her. I had no choice but to leave her with you temporarily. That's all it was. I won't get arrested for something like that. You can't prove anything.
You're right. That alone might not be enough, but it's enough reason for questioning and child services to get involved. When that happens, they'll investigate thoroughly. We haven't committed any crimes. There's no reason we'd get arrested. I have all our text messages, all the times you canceled coming home.
Those messages don't prove anything.
Really? You think the neighbors won't say anything? What about your girlfriend's home situation? Are you confident you and your mistress will look innocent when they investigate the house where you were having an affair while leaving your child with others? They'll want to know why a mother would give up her child for months.
Even with all that, arrest is impossible. You're just trying to scare us.
You might be right. Arrest might be difficult, but Hannah will definitely be taken into protective custody. And if the investigation takes time, your company will find out too. Who do you think will take your side then? Think about what this will look like to everyone.
You're too vindictive. You want revenge that badly? Is this because I cheated?
Hannah is only 3 years old. She can't fight back against her terrible mother and her boyfriend. Those adults by herself. So I'll do it for her. This isn't about you and me anymore.
Don't be ridiculous. That's what they call self-righteousness. You're just using Hannah as an excuse for revenge. You don't really care about her.
So what if I am? You're right. I won't deny that some of this is for me. But what about it? At least I'm trying to protect her.
Don't get cocky. You're just trying to use Hannah. You have no right to interfere in our family.
That's rich coming from you. Yes, I care about Hannah. And if that dear Hannah might become unhappy, I'll do everything I can to stop it. As the adult who's been by her side, while you were both absent.
You'd take a mother away from her child? You think Hannah would be happy about that? What kind of person are you?
She's practically gone already, isn't she? Do you really think she'll be happier than living with you two? I may not be able to promise everything about Hannah's future, but I'll take on as much as I can. I'll make sure she's safe.
Don't be stupid. You can't do that when you're not even her parent. Don't act so high and mighty when you're just a stranger. You're nothing to her.
Being a stranger is fine. I can do plenty as a stranger. Better than fake parents like you two anyway. I'll let the authorities decide what's best for Hannah.
You'll regret this.
No, I won't. But you will. Later, Josh and his mistress were questioned by police. When they searched the mistress's home, they found it wasn't suitable for a 3-year-old to live in. With neighbor testimonies about frequent sounds of women screaming and children crying, Josh and his mistress were arrested. I divorced Josh and claimed compensation as planned. Hannah is now in protective custody at a facility. She ended up there partly because her mother's parents had passed away and there was no one else to take her in. As I told Josh, I'm not prepared to take on Hannah's entire future. Financially and practically, it's not a simple matter, so she'll need to stay in the facility for a while. But I still visit Hannah at the facility on my days off, even if others call it self-righteous. I'm determined to stay involved in Hannah's life as much as I can.